The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Formation handoff to Overstreet around the right-hand side. Overstreet picks it up on, and there he goes! Overstreet, touchdown! Wolfpack! Garcia back to pass. He's going to throw it deep, and a pass is caught. He caught wide Bosco, trying to beat Grayson, and he makes the tackle at the 17, and the Legends have to burn a timeout. Unbelievable. Formation, Marconi back to pass. Marconi throws it over the middle, and it's a touchdown, Maulers. James Cooley with the touchdown. As it will flip it out to Sim, and Sim makes the play. 10-5 touchdown. The doctor is in. The Crabs have a lead. Welcome to Blue Sun Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. A matchup of two teams going in the opposite directions here in the SFL's 5th season. The defending champs, 1-4 against the Rising Stars. The 4 wins in a row, Louisville Wolfpack. As you take a look at Minneapolis' starters, you see those 3 players with the asterisks? They're all hurt. Freeman Goodspeed, Coma Kaleka, and Austin Broadway missing today's game. Louisville fully healthy. They've won 4 games in a row behind their 2 gold studs, Skeletor Pete Funk and David Overstreet. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss. This is the Sim Football Network on Twitch.
Ready for you. Good to see you.
Mahler will make the selection. What is the call?
We pick tails.
Tails it is.
We want the ball.
The Mahler have won the toss and select to receive.
So Minneapolis will put Rocco Marconi on the field first. This is one of the most intriguing matchups from a quarterback perspective, from a passing game perspective, as we're underway from Blue Sun Stadium. And we'll get you caught up on all the storylines throughout the day as the Maulers return the kick past the 20, 25, up to the 30-yard line. Minneapolis and Louisville possess the 2 best quarterbacks in terms of efficiency. Skeletor P. Funk averaging 81% of his passes completed, 1,580 yards, 13 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions. On the flip side, Rocco Marconi is averaging 341.6 passing yards per game, 76% completion percentage, 1,708 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions as James Cooley will turn the corner on the first play of the game. Freeman makes the tackle, but the Minneapolis Maulers get all the way down to the Louisville 37, and that is a grand start for Minneapolis, as the 1-4 Maulers, who have lost 3 starters to injury and are not playing in this game, get off to a great start as Marconi goes out of the eye. And Marconi will drop to throw against the blitz. He is sacked! A 3-yard loss, and that does not happen much. Rocco Marconi taken down. Marconi has been sacked just 2 times coming into the game. Quite an accomplishment from the Minneapolis offensive line. 3 receivers, 2 to the left side. And Marconi will throw again. And Marconi will flip it outside. That pass is caught. That's a 5-yard gain. Going to set up a 3rd down. Maulers in the road, yellow helmets, white jerseys, red pants, red numbers, yellow, red, and black trim. Louisville in the home, white helmets, blue jerseys, blue pants, white numbers, the white striping, and the blue paws. 3rd and 8 for Marconi as Minneapolis has opened up the game with 3 straight pass attempts. 3 receivers to the short side left, back to pass. Marconi fires it short, and he will not get the first down. Nice tackle in the open field made by Leonard Simpson, his 2nd of the drive. And the Minneapolis Mauler opening drive comes up a little short. They'll bring out Silver Star kicker Franklin Reese. This will be about a 48-yard field goal as the Maulers try to take an early lead in this rivalry that was expected to be a matchup of 2 of the top, if not the 2 best teams in this conference. And Minneapolis has just had a very unlucky season from the right hash. The Maulers from 47 yards. That's good. And Franklin Reese puts it through. And Minneapolis can at least say that they put up points on their opening drive against one of the best defenses in the SFL. Louisville number 2 in total defense per game, 338 yards given up. Number 3 in the league in run defense, 96 yards per game given up. And 4th in the league in scoring defense. They give up just 23.8 points per game. Deep kick from Reese from 2 yards in the end zone. Louisville looking for some space and hit hard at the 18-yard line. Nice kick coverage by the Maulers, and Skeletor Funk will start deep in his own territory. Louisville is 4-1. They have won 4 straight games since getting blasted by the New York Knights on opening week. And Louisville has a comfortable end of their schedule as well. They play Oklahoma City and San Francisco on the road to finish off the season after they're done here in their regular season home finale. On an offside penalty, that pass is caught, so it'll be declined, and Skeletor Funk starts the game 1 for 1.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90, defense, the penalty is declined.
Neufeld on the catch, and it's a 1st down for the Wolfpack. Minneapolis 1-4, and we mentioned the injuries, but we also have to mention the close games, the unfortunate close losses for the Maulers too. One of the worst records in games decided by 8 points or less found by the stat crew this week. They have been in a lot of football games despite the odds. Thomas Paternini has done a magnificent job keeping his team competitive as Funk drops back to pass. He flips it outside. That pass nearly intercepted, and then a penalty at the end of the play. Minneapolis already flagged once today, but it was declined. That was a very late flag.
Holding, number 60, offense, 10-yard penalty.
That hold must have came even after the pass. That was a very late call. So it's going to set up a 1st and 20. Ricard is called for the penalty. I thought it might have been a late hit on the quarterback. The Maulers are last in the league. They average 20.2 penalty yards per game. In this league, that's not very good. Meanwhile, Louisville only averaging 6.8 penalty yards per game. That's next to last in the league. 1st and 20 at the 19. Trips to the left and Funk drops to throw. Pump fake goes deep down the field. Caught wide open. Blaylock in a foot race. Skeletor P. Funk has done it again as Blaylock will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The quick strike of the Wolfpack offense burns Minneapolis, and the Maulers not known for getting deep, or getting beat deep, pardon. And Louisville will bring on their kick team for the extra point. Louisville answers Minneapolis. Minneapolis' field goal on the opening possession with a touchdown. The last time these two teams got together, it was 35-28 as both teams had long drives and made a lot of key plays on third downs. Kept that game very interesting. Louisville was unable to get the deep ball going, or the deep run rather, in that game against the Maulers. But they get it done here. A.J. Blaylock, that's his 6th touchdown of the season. He trails just Greg Corky, D.R. Sim, and one other receiver also, it escapes me, has 7 touchdowns this year. As the Maulers return up to the 28-yard line. James Cooley had that long catch on the opening drive. 49 receptions, 725 yards. That's 2nd in the league. And 7 touchdowns. That's who the other 7 touchdown man is. James Cooley has 7 this year for Minneapolis. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. 4 receivers, 3 to the left-hand side. The Maulers have not run yet today as Marconi drops back to pass. Fires down the middle of the field. That pass is caught to the Mauler 46-yard line. And that's a non-star getting involved for the Maulers, Emmanuel Husek. And Marconi is off to a very strong start today as Husek was found open. Tolbert went for the big hit and missed him, but did touch him down. 8:40 to go in the opening quarter, just underway here. Saturday matinee in Louisville, their regular season finale here at home. But will likely have a home playoff game at some point in the postseason. This team, one of the league's best, if not the league's favorite at this point, as Meyer takes a carry around the right side. Ryan Meyer all the way down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 25 on his first carry of the game. How about that move from Ryan Meyer on a little trap up the middle? And he fooled 2 defenders on his way into scoring position. And so far, the Minneapolis offense has come to work today. As Marconi throws it to the outside, that is the fullback, and he's got a lot of room on the outside. That is a pickup of 8 down to the Louisville 19-yard line. And it's 2nd down and 2 for Minneapolis. Maulers 6th in the league in scoring offense per game, just shy of 30, 29.6. High formation, for Marconi. And the handoff to Meyer. He'll stretch it outside, but a nice job by Tolbert to close the gap. That's no gain, and it's 3rd down and 2. Tolbert had a nice outing last time the Wolfpack were on the field. Nearly 10 tackles in that game. 3rd down and 2 of the 19. 8 in the box for Louisville. Tight set here as Meyer takes the carry, and Meyer did not get the first down. H.J. Latshaw on the tackle. That was close. We'll see if Minneapolis challenges or if they just take the points with Franklin Reese. They may go for it as well, and the offense is still on the field. Minneapolis, 5th in the league in 4th down conversions, convert 2/3 of the time. Will they do it? Louisville showing a blitz, down to 10 on the play clock, and the Maulers are not going to take the early risk. That's a little disappointing. I thought maybe they would take a shot. Instead, the Maulers will bring on Franklin Reese and cut the deficit to 1, which, considering the way the Wolfpack have started this game, not too shabby. It's kind of funny. Half the quarter is gone, and David Overstreet, the league's second best running back at this point in the season, has not even touched the ball. So Reese comes on. We'll try to make it 2 for 2. The Maulers, one of just a couple of teams this year that have not missed a field goal. And with Franklin Reese on the field, he's pretty much automatic. 35 yards out from the right hash. And the Maulers kick nearly blocked. Nice surge there by Louisville, but it's up and good from 35 yards away. And the Maulers have scored on both of their opening possessions, but only 3 points each. And it's 7-6 Wolfpack. They lead off of the A.J. Blaylock touchdown. 2 more games left in week number 9 here on the Sim Football Network on Twitch, and you won't want to miss them. 2 great matchups. Greg Morris will be alongside me tomorrow as the San Francisco Bulldogs at 2-3 hosts the DC Dragons at 3-2. San Francisco undefeated at home this year and won a couple of tight contests. And DC has struggled a bit on the road and struggled a bit in their last meeting with the Bulldogs, as Louisville will start from inside their own 20 for the 2nd straight possession. Money Monday, along with Mike Peters, is another very interesting matchup. First meeting of the year between the 3-2 Tallahassee Pride and the 3-2 Honolulu Legends. And there's a lot on the line in that game. Nobody wants to fall to 500, and 4-2 could potentially get you a first-round playoff game at this point. Home playoff game, that is. As Funk flips it over the middle. That pass is caught for another first down to the 32-yard line. And that is Johnson out of the backfield and wearing the same number as David Overstreet, I was about to say. Has the man switched skin color? But a nice catch there by Johnston. Austin Broadway, Minneapolis' league-leading tackler, out today with a separated, Minneapolis' team-leading tackler with 33 total on the season, averaging 6.6 per game. He's out with a separated shoulder, but just today, because the Maulers have a bye. Next week he'll be back for his game against the Dragons. Back to pass, Funk, deep ball down the middle. That pass caught by Lawrence Kirkland down to the Mauler 47-yard line, and another Wolfpack first down. Skeletor Funk on the money. Perfect quarterback rating so far today, 127 yards and a touchdown. Rocco Marconi had a perfect quarterback rating in their loss. I've never seen that before in their loss last week to New York. Overstreet is hit in the backfield on his first carry of the game. A loss of 1 as the Maulers defend that well. Minneapolis' run defense has been better, 10th in the league, giving up 161 yards per game. That's usually something this defense has been able to hang their hat on, but the Broadway loss was huge. And really, I think out of all the losses this team has suffered, I think Koma-Kaleka was probably the biggest one, and that was way back at the beginning of the season. 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line. Back to pass. Funk swings it outside. Pass caught. That is Blaylock, and he nearly got the first down. 10-yard gain It's 3rd and 1. A.J. Blaylock up to his old tricks, actually outperforming Lawrence Kirkland this year. Blaylock, a rookie, former Minnesota Spartan in the WAFL. And he has had what Louisville would likely say a very surprising, solid first season. As Overstreet takes the carry for the first down of the Mahler 36, and they will keep the drive alive. .405 to go in the first. 7-6, Louisville on top. 3 possessions, 3 scores so far in this game. Louisville trying to make it 4 for 4. Maulers have just ended in field goals instead of touchdowns. Hand off to Overstreet right side, and Overstreet breaks off a tackle. In fact, he just kind of threw that man to the side. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9, and another good stop there by the Mahler D. And when you look at the Louisville Wolfpack team, one of the things that makes them so dangerous is their balance. First downs per game, number 1, averaging just shy of 23. They move the football. 4 receivers. Funk back to pass. Head as he throw, and the pass is caught anyway. I tell you what, man. Skeletor Funk can do no wrong. That ball just floated out there. And his receiver was wide open down the field. I mean, there was nobody there except for the official. Which, by the way, did you see Ed Hockley's brother, Sean Hockley, get in the way of the pass? I think it was in the Pats game. That was hilarious. What a scrub. 1st and 10 of the 23. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first. Overstreet in the backfield, he will take the carry, and Overstreet runs right up the middle, and he's got 8 on the run. His best run of the day, and Louisville is in the red zone for the first time today. Louisville's offensive stars: Gold Star quarterback number 7, Skeletor P. Funk. Running back number 44, David Overstreet, is also a gold. The bronze receivers are number 3, Lawrence Kirkland, and number 11, A.J. Blaylock. 2nd and 2 of the 14. Handoff Overstreet round the right side. That pass, or no, spin move. Twice Overstreet. Touchdown. What a run from Overstreet around the end. And the Wolfpack has scored on their first 2 possessions to the house. Two possessions, no problems for Louisville. The capacity crowd here at Blue Sun. The extra point is good, and it's 14-6. Kicks it away. Mahler's on the return past the 25, 30, past the 35. Nice return for Minneapolis. That'll set up Marconi in good field position. Louisville defense, silver defensive tackle Rick O'Reilly. He is 2nd in the league with 4 sacks in 5 games. Bronze star defensive tackle H.J. Latshaw. Back to pass Marconi, swings it outside. That's Meyer. He's got a full head of steam and an 8-yard gain. Everyone doing their part here for this Mahler offense. They have looked refreshed after a confusing strategy against the Knights. 2nd down 2 of the 43. Also on the Louisville defense, cornerback Lucius Sanders, number 24. The strong safety is Aaron Tolbert, number 37. The free safety is number 23, Ezekiel Freeman. And the silver linebacker is number 58, Andre Khrushchev. as James Cooley makes another catch, and that's going to move the chains. First down to the Maulers, or for the Maulers at the Louisville 43. James Cooley a couple of grabs. He leads the league, averaging just under 10 receptions per game. First and 10 of the 43. Meyer swings it outside. That is a 1-yard loss. Second down, 11. So Meyer dropped in the backfield, and he's sort of digressed or regressed since his first big run of 25. As Marconi flips it to the outside. That's a 5-yard gain. Cooley up the middle. He's got 3 grabs now. And the Maulers continue to move the football. They're just outside of field goal range now. 36 seconds to go. Here in the first quarter, we'll put up the updated playoff standings here in 24 seconds. 4 receivers for Marconi trying to convert on third down. Marconi back to pass. He's got time. Marconi has to check it down, and good job by Louisville forcing the pass to Meyer. It's only a gain of 2. It's 4th and 4. It would be a career-long 53-yard field goal for Franklin Reese, and we'll find out what the Maulers are going to do when we come back from a short break. 14-6 Wolfpack over the Maulers. This is Wolfpack Radio on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. We'll be right back. If the playoffs were to start today, here's what it would look like. Conference leaders Baltimore and Louisville would have a first-round bye. Santa Fe would host DC, and New York would host Honolulu. Tallahassee still on the outside looking in at 3-2. We'll be back to Blue Sun Stadium after this. Minneapolis will start off the second quarter with a punt. Trying to play the field position game. Louisville has scored on 2 touchdown drives of over 80 yards already. And this punt is going to bounce down to the 3, down to the 2, and they're actually going to mark it where it was first touched at the 7. So Louisville's field position has been absolutely horrendous. They've started twice from their own 18 and now from their own 7. And they're going to rack up a lot of total yards if Minneapolis' defense can't get off the field today. So first and 10 at the 7 for Funk. With Overstreet in the backfield, and Overstreet takes the handoff. And Overstreet is wrapped up. That is a 1-yard loss. Or excuse me, 1-yard gain. Ryan Meyer still outgaining David Overstreet. How about that for a shocking headline? I'm sure that won't last, but hey, it lasted a whole quarter. Overstreet up to 25 yards. Overstreet is second in the league in all-purpose yards per game, 243.4, and second in the league in rushing yards per game, 182.4. Funk back to pass, hits Overstreet out of the backfield. Overstreet spins off of 2 tacklers and a third, and Overstreet and gets past a 4th. David Overstreet, unbelievable! 20, 10, he gone! There is nothing you can do when you defend a play that well. And if it weren't for Barkeet Joel, this would likely be your MVP. Maulers can't tackle him. Remember when I said that it wouldn't last long, that Ryan Meyer would be out gaining David Overstreet today? He still is in the run department, but definitely not in the passing game, as David Overstreet scores his second receiving touchdown of the year. And Louisville has scored on 82, 82, and 93-yard drives. And to show off my math skills, that is 257 yards of total offense, and we played just a little over a quarter. That is unbelievable. Minneapolis out to the 27-yard line. And if the Maulers can get a touchdown here, they'll be right back in the ball game. It's still so early that as long as the Maulers can continue to at least somewhat move the football, they can keep themselves in this game, and we might have a serious shootout on our hands. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, 10:59 to go in the first half. As Marconi drops to throw, he fires down the middle. That pass is caught. Beautiful pass to Ianojo Abarazabo, who went without a catch in the first quarter. He gets up to the Mauler 44-yard line and moves the chains. Abarazabo in the slot, running a post down the middle. Nicely done. Freeman on the tackle. Freeman actually leads the Wolfpack in tackles with 35, averaging 7 a game at the free safety spot. That's an interesting stat. 21-6 here early in the second quarter. Louisville once again here at home have been out of control. Meyer takes a handoff up the middle, and Meyer again, a nice gain of 6 up to midfield. And that sets up a 2nd and 4. David Overstreet still can't get over that run after the catch. Breaks 4 tackles. As the handoff again goes to Meyer. Similar play. Meyer gets just 1 yard, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. 34 yards now for Meyer. Gallion on the tackle. Third down, 3 at the Wolfpack 49, and while the Maulers have entered into Wolfpack territory on all 4 of their possessions in this game, just 6 points to show. They're going to hand it off on a 3rd down and 3, and Meyer's going to be dropped in the backfield. Wow, 3 straight runs after a nice pass to Ianojo Abarazabo, and that's where the week-to-week adjustments would have really helped the Maulers. As they take the ball out of Marconi's hands once again, and the Maulers will punt it away. From the 14-yard line, Louisville on the return up to the 19. So can Louisville make it 4 for 4? Already 257 yards of total offense. Most of that off the arm of Skelter P. Funk, who's carving up Minneapolis severely. High formation. And off Overstreet. Overstreet up the middle. Overstreet is, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh man. That's an 81-yard touchdown. And Louisville, in 15 minutes, has 338 yards of offense. And the route is on quickly. I mean, still a lot of time left in this game. Like, a lot of time. Like, you wouldn't believe how much time was left in this game. But, man, the Maulers keep handing the ball off and whiffing on David Overstreet. They got no chance. Maulers are hurting real bad. And it's tough to see a championship franchise like this stumbling. Meanwhile, Louisville, boy, do they want some revenge on the New York Knights, who they only played one time this year and lost to. Wouldn't that be a fun playoff matchup? Minneapolis has to, they just have to score. Don't worry about taking time off the clock. Don't worry about a long, just go and score. There's no playing around with Louisville. And at home, I'm telling you, I've never seen a team at home play so dominant. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. As Marconi takes the handoff, or gives the handoff off to Meyer, he picks up 5. He's averaging about 5 yards per carry. Just hasn't gotten the yardage when it counts. Louisville has hosted Minneapolis, Oklahoma City, and San Francisco in this building, along with the DC Dragons. So they've only played one team above 500 here at home. As Marconi flips it outside, wide open is Meyer. He's got a lot of space past the 40. That's a 10-yard pickup down the sideline. Aaron Tolbert ends up stopping Meyer, but Meyer's had a decent first half here. Unfortunately, the Mauler defense has not. Mauler's 8th in the league in total defense. They give up 417 yards per game. 9th in the league in scoring defense. They give up 31.2 points per game. 10th in the league in run defense, and 11th in the league in pass defensive efficiency. As Marconi drops to throw, Marconi fires left side. That pass is intercepted! The one-handed wonder! Lucius Sanders! What a play! Take that, David Overstreet! Took it right out of the sky! Oh my gosh! I've seen some one-handed grabs, but I don't think I've ever seen a man just stick his big old mitt out there like a magnet. Oh my goodness. Louisville looks like a champion today. I mean, they are leaving no doubt. Santa Fe is 5-1. Baltimore is 5-1. A lot of people are starting to talk about a Louisville-Santa Fe offense versus defense, sort of a championship matchup potentially down the line. Either way, the championship game this year is going to be a matchup of teams who have not met before. As Overstreet takes the handoff and gets nothing again, so it's 3rd and 10. But Lucius Sanders, oh my goodness. That was horrific. Lucius Sanders actually quite quiet. That might have actually been his first interception of the year. Not on any of our leaderboards. It was a nice throw for Marconi, just a better play from Sanders. And Funk's going to hand it off again to Overstreet. And Overstreet gets a first down and more. Oh, David Overstreet! You got enough dirt on that pile? Goodness gracious. decimated Maulers are getting run out the building. And I think it's almost impossible to talk comeback now. Wolfpack have scored on all 5 of their possessions. They have over 400 yards of offense in one half. The record, the SFL record, is over 700 yards of offense, and that was Minneapolis last year. But if Louisville plays their cards right, they could be the first team to rush and pass for over 300 yards in league history. This is a blowout of epic proportions. And if you're just joining us and you want to wonder what happened, well, basically, a championship contender has taken advantage of a team that has lost 3 stars over the course of 5 games. Have a linebacker, a free safety, and their running back out with a couple of fractured arms and a separated shoulder. Upper body injuries have not been kind to the Maulers. And when Louisville runs the ball 3 straight times and then scores a touchdown on a 3rd down and 10, if you're Rocco Marconi, you just have to put your head in your hands. Lucius Sanders, to go along with that interception, now has 5 tackles in the first half. So he is straight up balling today. 35-6. Wolfpack have blasted opponents here in this building. And if they have home field advantage throughout until the championship game, I don't know how this team does not make the championship game, unless, of course, they suffer a little bit of unluckiness of their own. And now the question becomes, with the game in hand, Louisville just has to remember to stay healthy and not overdo it. There's still a lot of game to be played, so you can't necessarily say that pulling the starters out here would be any sort of a good strategy. Meyer takes the handoff, stuck behind his offensive line, but he ends up moving the chains for a 1st down.